Today we are going to see the special purpose books. What do you mean by special purpose books? The books, the main book is the ledger book. The other books are the subsidiary books or the special purpose books. What are the special purpose books? Now let us see. Cash book. Already we have discussed in previous class about the cash book. Purchases day book, sales day book, purchases return book or returns outward book, sales return book or returns inward book, bills receivable book, bills payable book, journal proper. Almost all the entries will come under these books. Cash book, all cash transactions related to the purchase, sale, purchase of goods, purchase of assets, and all the expenses, all the payments, everything, all the receipts and payments, everything will be there in the cash book. Then purchases day book, only the credit purchases are entered in the purchases day book. Then sales day book, only credit sales are entered in the sales day book. Then purchases return book, whatever goods purchased on this credit basis will be, if it is returned to the supplier, it will be entered in the purchases return book. Sales return book, sales whatever sales made on credit basis, if the goods returned by the customer, it will be entered in the sales return book. Then bills receivable book, sometimes they may not pay the money immediately, they'll give bill assuring the payment after 3 months or 45 days, whatever may be. Bills payable book, like this bills receivable from the customer, bills payable where the company is giving to the suppliers in due course within a period of 45 minutes or 45 days or 60 days, they'll pay the dues. So bills payable book. And then the journal proper, whatever entries will not entered in all these books will be entered in the journal proper. Journal proper, generally this is all journal books only. These are the journal books. We are entering all the transaction. These are the original transaction entered in these books. From here only the transactions are posted in the main book, which is called the ledger book. Already we have discussed how to do the posting in ledger book, how to do the balancing, and how to make out the trial balance. Now these are the things we will. What do you mean by journal? We have discussed already about the cash book. Cash book has got 3 types. One is a single column cash book. Single column cash book. And number 2, double column cash book. Double column cash book. Number 3, 3 column cash book. And number 4, petty expenses are maintained in a separate book, which is called a petty cash book. Now in single column cash book, it is in the T format and all the debit receipt are entered on the debit side, payment are entered on the credit side. All the receipts will be there and all the payments there, and the balance will be totaled. If the difference is more on the debit side, here the balance carried down will be there, and the next month the next month beginning to balance brought down. The amount what we get here will be taken to the next month beginning, first of the next month. Double column cash book, in addition to the cash column, that means the debit side and credit, there will be another column which is called discount column. In double column cash book, there will be 2 columns which is called the cash column and discount column. In debit side, you will get the discount allowed column. In credit side, discount received column. That format already we have discussed and we have done some problems also. Then triple column cash book, cash, bank, and discount column. Discount column will be there in this triple column cash book. In petty cash book, all the petty expenses are entered. An amount which is called the impressed amount. For example, for a week's expenses, miscellaneous expenses, there will be a amount which is called the impressed amount, or we can call it as impress system, will be given by the head cashier to the petty cashier. He will maintain that amount, and from that amount he will spend the money for the petty expenses. At the end of the week or fortnight or month, he will hand over the accounts to the head cashier. From the these details, head cashier will enter in his book, in his main cash book. Okay, next let us go to the purchases day book. Purchase day book, all the purchases made on credit basis will be taken into the purchases book. That format we'll see. Likewise, the sales day book and purchases return book. Whenever purchases made on the credit basis, that purchase is returned by the returned to the supplier, it will be entered in the purchases return book. Likewise, when the sales are made on a credit basis, the customer will return some goods on defect basis. That will be entered in the sales return book. Bills receivable, bills payable, journal proper. What is journal proper? What all the transactions we cannot enter in these 7 books will be entered in this book. Okay, now let us see the journal proper. What are the, this is the opening entries. Here, opening entry, closing entry, transfer entries, and in addition to 1, 2, 3, some there may be some errors, that rectification entries. Errors in transaction will be found out later on. That rectification entry will be there, and finally the adjusting entries. Adjusting entries will be there. In addition to that, any goods, any assets purchased on credit basis will be entered here. Depreciation on assets, and any bad debt by the debtors, all these things, and any just like return, sales return, like that, sales return, purchase return, any returns on the assets purchased on credit basis will be entered in the journal proper. Finally, once again I'll say, journal proper is a book where entries which cannot taken place, which are not entered in all these 7 books will be entered in a book which is called the journal proper. What are the entries entered in journal proper? Opening entries, closing entries, transfer entries, rectification entries, adjusting entries. In addition to that, all assets which are purchased on credit basis and assets returned on a credit basis, depreciation on assets, bad debts. Depreciation on assets, and it's an expenses. It's an expense. At the end of the every year it will be calculated, and bad debts. These are the things. Let us see the next purchase day book format.